Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1997. You can tell by the 7.0 on the back of the neck plate. This is 1997 Jackson Randy Rhoads RR4 guitar, made in Japan. As you can see, it has a maple neck, rosewood fretboard, and then according to some ads I found online from the 90s, this is a poplar body. So pretty much the coolest thing ever. So the bridge here is the Jackson knockoff Floyd Rose they did pretty much all through the 90s on what they called the Professional Series. They had the USA guitars, then they had the Pro Series, which was like really nice Japanese guitars, and then they had Professional, which wasn't as nice as the Pro, but was still really nice stuff from Jackson, Japan. As you may know, Jackson was bought out by Fender in 2002, I think it was. So if you buy a new Jackson guitar, it's not really a Jackson guitar. These babies are the real deal. And then this has the stock humbucking pickups, which are really the best part of this guitar. We'll take a look at that later. Being out of production for almost 18 years now, these are somewhat rare. You'll see them pop up on eBay maybe one every 6 months. I got this through a buy it now. Made the guy an offer for $260 plus shipping, and he took it. A forum online said that these retailed for $780 back in the day. So basically, this is a steal. There's also an RR3 version of this guitar that's in red. This one is an aqua blue. There are a couple of things that I really like about this guitar. In fact, all in all, pros and cons weighed against each other. This is an awesome, like, 10 out of 10 guitar. The coolest thing is the stock pickups. Even though these are obviously very loud and suited for heavier styles of music, if you're running through the clean channel on your amp, these can really play any type of music that you want. If you're looking for a brighter, cleaner, warmer sound through the clean channel of your guitar amp, the Randy Rhoads RR4 will accomplish it very nicely. When I'm writing songs or recording, I tend to find I use this guitar for either really heavy riffs that need just that extra like fatness behind the riff, or for clean stuff that just needs to sound really warm when you record it to your computer or wherever. I think this is actually the only guitar I own where I like all three positions of the three-way switch equally. The neck pickup really brings out the lows well. The mid pickup gives you kind of a tone where your strings cut through a little bit more like a single coil or something. And then the bridge pickup is just to die for. Really heavy and saturated when it's overdriven. And then clean, just really warm and creamy. I also really like the look of this guitar. I don't play metal, but I like Jackson guitars, and this is the least metal looking Randy Rhoads I've ever seen. It almost looks like surfy or something. Really funky, especially how the headstock matches the body. You know, if you play this on stage, you're going to get remembered. I also really like this guitar's neck profile. It's not super thin like a Wizard neck, but it's also not chunky like a Strat or a Les Paul, let's say. It's a nice compromise between the two. Even though the wood of this neck feels a little bit cheaper than my 1987 San Dimas Jackson, the profile is exactly the same, which is really saying something. This is a super comfortable and versatile neck to play. It isn't really a good or a bad thing, I guess, but the body of this guitar does dent and ping really easily. You can see right here, it looks like somebody drug it across a sidewalk or something. I actually like really used looking guitars, so this fits perfectly into the vibe that I'm going for. But if you like a clean, really pristine, like new off the shelf looking guitar, this isn't going to stay that way for very long. The only thing I don't like about this guitar is the volume knob and then certain aspects of the bridge and tuners. The volume knob, as with all Jackson Professional Series that I've ever played, is really twiddly, so I actually ended up taking it off. And then these guys and the tuners, they stay in tune great, 5 times better than any Strat you're ever going to play when you know you've got this locked in. But I guess it's just because this guitar is kind of old. Some of the tuners and then these guys are a little bit hard to turn. Once again, just because this is an older guitar, which is understandable, but I don't have that problem with my 87 Jackson Dinky and my 94 Jackson Dinky, which have a similar bridge system. So it's a little bit annoying that this one hasn't stood the test of time as well as I think it should have. Now let's take a quick listen to how the RR4 sounds. I'm going to be playing through 3 of the 4 channels available in a Mesa Boogie Express 550. It's got ruby tubes in it, and I'm using a thin body condenser mic. Thanks for tuning in. I hope through my noodling I gave you a good feel for the feel and the sound and the overall vibe of this really great guitar from '97. I'd highly recommend picking one up if you see it on eBay, regardless of your style of music. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments section. Have a good day.